Hello, everyone, and thank you for your patience. We had a tech issue that was successfully resolved. I'm very sorry about the start time. I'm Lalitha Varahi, and I'm going to tell you about this extraordinary month coming up. Even right now, we have Venus, the main planet of Shreem Brzee in Taurus. So we're very lucky to have this power time of Venus in Taurus and even the moon today. So you can use this right away and not wait for May to implement any action around your goals, especially around wealth, around beauty, around a beautiful home, decoration, also buying jewelry. We just had Akshaya Tritiya, which was a very auspicious day to buy jewelry, to buy beautiful things that make life more satisfying, but also for charity and sharing your wealth with those who need it the most. And also, we're going to start a presentation, some slides for you to grasp this and also maybe write down these special times, because a lot is happening also in May, and I'd like you to know to use these, how to use these energies that are life-changing, and really they bring a lot of wealth, because also Taurus, the second house in Vedic astrology, the second house of wealth, family, accumulation of material, beautiful things, etc. If that's what you're interested in, or if that is also your business. So, Shendra, can we please start the presentation? I don't see the slides. So yes, so all the events are in North American time, so EDT. So next slide, please. So let's talk about Venus in Taurus. This is a power time. You know that Venus is the main planet of Shreem Brzee, and it's ruled by goddess Lakshmi herself. So every time Venus is strong in Pisces, in Taurus, also in Libra, we want to pay attention and do the best we can to so we don't miss these frequencies for wealth. So you'll be able to generate more income, because Venus is the number one of the main planets that generate wealth. It's directly connected with wealth and also luxury. So anything beautiful, anything that you've been dreaming about can happen once you connect with Venus and chant Shreem Brzee at least 108 times a day. So don't miss this power time until May 2nd. Do your best to pray at least once in the morning and once in the evening for what you want. Keep thinking for what you want and keep thinking about what you're trying to receive. So have a money figure in your mind. So just say it over and over again. So don't focus on what you want. You know that according to quantum physics, we are creating our reality, we are creating our lives. So you want to focus only on what you want, not so much on what is going wrong, and keep affirming it over and over again, which is very normal. And we all have a tendency to do that and to focus on the negative. So Venus in Taurus will bring you more positivity around family, around income, around in general finances. All right, so do the best during this time and you will not regret it. Actually, you will be able to acquire a lot of beautiful things if you focus on this. Next slide, please. So we are in the waxing moon phase starting on May 1st. Actually, we're talking about May, right? Right now we are in the waxing phase. So, so the next May 1st, May 3rd, May 19th, and May 31st, there are ideal times to pray to Goddess Lakshmi. I believe those are Fridays, right? Is that Let me double check. Those are supposed to be Fridays. Yes. So, yes. So we're talking about Fridays, right? We can use if you have a Hora watch, which is an astrobed, you can use the Venus Hora every day, but especially during the waxing moon, we have more help from the divine to create what we want. The waning phase is a little different. You should not just completely rule it out, but just make an effort during the waxing phase, because that is the time for growth. The full moon being the ultimate, right? The ultimate fullness, Purna. So don't miss this time. Still focus on your dreams and starting new things, starting new projects. Put 100% of your attention on what you want to manifest. Next slide, please. So Venus in Gemini will enter in Gemini on May 2nd until May 30. So Venus is one of the faster planets. So in Gemini, I love this energy because it's great for communication. It's great for your business. It's great for if you need marketing everything becomes more beautiful, more elegant, better design, etc. when Venus is involved. And Venus in Gemini can help you with all this, because Gemini is like one of the primary houses for business efforts, and also you can do a PR campaign or a marketing campaign, and that's when it's more likely to bring good results for income and so revenue, and also beautiful presentations and design. Everything becomes more beautiful and auspicious with Venus. Next slide, please. So we have some power times, right? Every month, the 13th moon for karma clearing is May 2nd, on May 2nd, and on May 16th. So you don't want to miss these days, because the 13th moon, you would feel that something is lighter, maybe in your mind. You feel like you're really letting go of a terrible burden or some kind of obstacle that's subconsciously that has kept you from manifesting what you really want. So after karma removal, you will feel happier, lighter, and you'll have a better idea of what your goals. Remember that Goddess Lakshmi is directly associated with special goals. And even when you have your own goals in mind, Goddess Lakshmi and practicing a Shreem Brzee will totally reorganize your goals, that they become easier to attain and it will bring better results than those that you were able to conceive, because the goddess has no limits, right? There are no limitations to the gods and goddesses. So Goddess Shreem Brzee, Goddess Lakshmi can reorganize your goals and make them more powerful. And that also happens when you clear the slate, when you have a new beginning. And every time you do karma removal during these power times, big things can happen, because they're usually blocked by your thinking, and you're like, we need to conceptualize what we want. And most of the time, if we're not able to, it's because of our karma. So karma removal is a huge part of acquiring wealth. Next, please. I love Narasimha Jayanti. So Narasimha's birthday is on May 3rd. Narasimha is an incarnation, a form, an avatar of Vishnu. Vishnu is the consort of Goddess Lakshmi, who also brings a lot of wealth. So all these forms are very auspicious, and some are very fierce and protective. So Narasimha is the god who has a head of a lion, and is very powerful. And he, even though he's very fierce, is also very loving with those dharmic people, so people who are righteous, who are trying to help the world. Narasimha can help us very much at this time because we're all a little confused and a little scared in some ways because we don't see clearly how the future is going to evolve. So ask for Narasimha help. Always pray to him, especially on this day, but he's also associated with the planet Mars. So you can play his mantra online. You can find lots of mantras. There's one by Dr. Pillai that's very beautiful. And then also other chants that you can find. And you can also maybe sign up for the remedies that are being sold at the Pillai Center and Astroved. So a lot, you will, if you stay in touch, you will, and I know you will find ways to participate in a bigger way, in a more powerful way in these celebrations. So remember that the birthday of an archetype, a god, a divine being, is always a more powerful time to connect with them. And they're more likely to help you. Why? Because the energy and frequencies are more conducive to these blessings, to good luck and different kind of thoughts. So remember that we don't see the gods because we are limited by our senses. Our karma doesn't allow us also to see them. So sometimes we may see them in a meditation or have a thought about them. So at this time, do your best to connect it with Narasimha because he gives you a lot of help, beauty, victory, and protection from dark forces or negative people or negative situations. Okay, next slide, please. This is a very powerful, beautiful full moon. So we have talked about karma removal. This is the time when Chitragupta, who is a being associated with the Akashic record, is more powerful. It's in this moon is in his honor because it's called Chitra Pournami. It's in Chitra is a nakshatra or a constellation that is both in Virgo and Libra. And it's a very powerful time to do something big to change your life. So you're letting go of bad karma from past lives, which you don't remember, but they are very much active in your consciousness. And maybe after these Akashic records are revealed to you, maybe in a dream, but you don't have to do all that. It doesn't matter. Some people say they have technologies to access the Akashic records, but we don't need that. We just need to pray to Chitragupta if you're not interested in the Akashic records. So just do the remedies and do your best also to do something charitable on that day. It's a very powerful time to literally recreate your life. And I'm pretty sure that we're doing lots of fire rituals at Pillai Center and Astroved. So you can do charity, feed poor people. Remember that all these actions, not only do they make you feel amazing, they also bring you merits and good karma. And everything comes from good karma. We cannot do anything unless we have acquired some merits. Of course, the blessings of the divine also brings good karma, right? And good decisions, a good vision, a clear mind, and more clarity overall. Thank you, Shendra. Next, please. Okay, so let's talk about the waning phase. So we don't want to waste time, right? Dr. Pillai always says waiting is a waste of time. So he never said totally stop doing everything during the waning phase of the moon. So there is a lot of confusion out there. I like to say that some people are praying for manifesting on the new moon, and they are letting go of things on the full moon. It's actually the other way around, according to the ancient yogis and even contemporary yogis. So in Vedic astrology, we just say the reverse, that the full moon full, right? It's a time of fullness and for manifesting, and the waning phase is more a time for that brings you, makes you more introverted and helps you meditate more because the moon is not so active. So you have a calmer mind maybe, but also you can let go of bad karma and like destructive patterns. Like what is a destructive pattern? Maybe like procrastination. That is a very common way we stop our creations and we stop our life from becoming everything we want. And so using this time is amazing for praying to your ancestors. So we don't really say that we honor the ancestors. We do, but by helping them. So we help them free themselves, maybe from the earth plane. That is the teaching from Dr. Pillai. And we offer these tarpanam, these offerings that are really to help them transcend the earth plane and reach a higher level of evolution and light from which they can help us, right? So I know in other cultures, they also honor the ancestors, but in different ways. So this is primarily to feed the ancestors so they can be at peace and help you in every way possible. So they become your personal gods once they are at peace. So the waning phase is for all these important activity like karma removal, ancestral rituals, etc. It's called tarpanam. Many of you already know that. All right, thank you. Next. All right, so we have the fourth moon. Today is also fourth moon of Ganesha. So we want to always honor Ganesha. Why Ganesha? Ganesha is a being you can see from the photo that has an elephant head. He represents the highest intelligence, which makes him first. Such a powerful intelligence to see the obstacles that are from past lives, past in this life, and present and future, and they're all invisible obstacles, most of them. We cannot even imagine them. So Ganesha, when you invoke him, you're connecting to a divine being, or also to the part of yourself that you can see with the third eye, so with your subtle eye, your inner eye, these obstacles, so you can avoid them, right? So we want to jumpstart our lives after praying to Ganesha always, because he, first of all, it works by experience. I can tell you that Ganesha is really gives you more intelligence and clarity. But also, even if you don't believe it, please try this practice of praying to Ganesha on the fourth moon. And if you have this thing called the Hora Watch, which is on AstroVed, it would be much easier for you to know on which day, etc. But you can also write it down. It's on May 8th and May 22nd. Those are the fourth moons in this month, this coming month. Okay, so next, please. Okay, this is also fun. We like to celebrate and honor our mothers. And regardless of how your relationship with your mother is, I know for some people it's not so great, the mother archetype, right? The divine mother, Mother Mary, Goddess Parvati, all these divine beings who can also be available for you. So you don't miss on that energy, on the unconditional love that is very supportive of life. And it's very hard to support life without love, because love is God, right? That's what Dr. Pillai says. So honor your mother if she's alive. If not, you can do tarpanam to her and, you know, be grateful for life, because we evolve with life on earth. So we want to make sure that, oops, I hope my microphone is working properly. 1 second, please. Shendra, how's my volume? Is it good? Okay, hopefully. All right, so even if you don't really have a great relationship with your mother, try to do something to say thank you to her, or even in your mind, if that's absolutely impossible. And if she's not living now, you can always, thank her mentally or aloud and do Tarpanam. Okay, thank you. And it is a good day to build a deeper connection with the Divine Mother, as it says here on the slide. Next, please. So regarding, again, briefly about the mother figure, Dr. Pillai always says, whether your mother is living or alive, you have to have a connection with her, because the blessings from your mom, your mother, are very, very powerful to make you a happy, successful person. So we always want to be grateful, at the very least, in our hearts. Okay, we have great power times for wealth. That is Vishnupati. Vishnupati is when the sun enters in Taurus. So there are 4 signs that bring Vishnupati, and Taurus is one of them. But Taurus, more than other Vishnupatis, brings even more wealth. So you have 48 hours from the moment when the sun enters into Taurus. And you want to use that time to pray to Narayana. Narayana is a form of Vishnu. He's the reclining Vishnu, and he's the husband of goddess Lakshmi. So you can honor him by saying Om Namo Narayanaya 108 times. And you can, of course, chant Shreem Brzee. If you can do it 1,008 times, that's very powerful. And you can also write 1,008 times. It doesn't take as long as it sounds. You can do that, especially on this day. So also, if you like to pray to other forms of Vishnu, you can still do it, but Om Namo Narayanaya is a very powerful way. All right, thank you. Next. Okay, so the 11th moon is called Ekadashi. It's a mouthful, I know, but it means the 11th moon, because the 11th house in Vedic astrology is a very powerful house for wealth. It's associated directly with your income, but we want to make more money than our income, right? It's not wrong to ask for more money. And also you can help the world, so never feel guilty for that. And pray to Lord Vishnu on that day, on those days. Some people like to fast. Maybe you can eat vegetarian if you feel comfortable, if you can. And you can pray to him with all your heart and just ask. And he's more likely to bless you. I know for some people this doesn't make any sense, but there are celestial beings who are very benevolent, and Vishnu is definitely one of them. And in the Trinity, in the yogic culture in India, Vishnu is one of the 3 main divine beings. Vishnu sustains the earth plane, so it's directly connected with wealth, the earth, and everything that is enjoyable on the earth plane, including your health, because health is wealth, right? So you can ask for abundance in every area of your life. So don't miss the 11th moons. There are 2, May 15th and May 30th. Next, please. So this is a big deal. The new moon, please don't try to manifest on the new moon. The mind is not in a position to even conceive these things, even when you have desires. It won't work very well. I would say it won't work at all, but I don't want to be rigid. I'd say do what you can, but don't use it for manifesting. This is a time when you want to do a lot of Tarpanam, maybe several times. If you feel you're having the thoughts of your ancestors, and I'm sure you are, because we all have that. And there is a branch of science that's called epigenetics and tells us you're thinking the thoughts of your Uncle John or your grandmother or your great-grandfather. And that's all well until they send us thoughts that these genes are speaking to us, and they send us thoughts of fear, poverty, loss, and we don't really need that. You can love your ancestors without having to share their negative thoughts, right? Also, that means they're still suffering. If those thoughts keep coming to you, that's definitely a sign that maybe you want to honor them. You want to do some tarpanam so they can be at peace, and your thoughts will clear. You will think differently. And also, again, as I said before, they will be able to help you in a very big way, in a very powerful way, that all those thoughts of fear and scarcity will disappear. And this is a very powerful time when the veils between the worlds, this and the astral world, are thinner, and you can talk to them. And some people like to connect with them. I personally don't do that, but I think that's a perfect time to do that. And also, just you feel more of a connection. And after Tarpanam, you feel amazing and healed. Like you will understand that they are doing better. Maybe you feel like, sometimes I feel like a breeze on my face. So like I open the window and I face south when I do Tarpanam in front of my kitchen sink. So as I do these offerings with the rice powder and the black sesame seeds and put water on it, I feel a breeze as I call on my ancestors and Lord Vishnu, maybe to help them. So I know that it's true. I can feel it even with my senses. So, and the thoughts will be amazing after Tarpanam. You feel, oh, wow, they're at peace now. And they can send me blessings. And also I am a better person as a result. So definitely use this day, May 19th. Next, please. All right, sorry about my voice. I've been under the weather, and also, so it makes it a little more difficult to speak. Okay, Anuradha Star Day. Goddess Lakshmi was born on a day when the moon was in Anuradha, that is the myth. And this is a power time also for the divine being Maharishi Vishwamitra, who revealed the sound Brzee to the Dr. Pillai. And ever since, so Dr. Pillai has also revealed that in a past life he was Vishwamitra. So no surprise, the sound came to him through an Adi reading in very mysterious ways. And I love the story, but it's a little long maybe for this presentation because we started a bit late. So on Anuradha Star, do more Shreem Brzee. Try to write it 108 times, but if you can, 1,008 times is even better. And you can also, of course, invoke Lord Vishnu, because he's always with Goddess Lakshmi, and when you pray to him, the goddess is happy. And in fact, there are some chants called Kanakadara chants, which praise Vishnu. And so Goddess Lakshmi is so happy to hear all these compliments and beautiful thoughts about her husband that she will bless you with gold. So it's a power time, even if you don't believe in these archetypes, but I do. They are already in your subconscious mind, in the collective unconscious even. So we all have our beings in our unconscious that they are operating through us, and they are but fortunately, very benevolent and very loving and very auspicious. So we only want to connect with those, right? And May 6th, so is Anuradha Star. Some people do a fire ritual to Anuradha Star, and also Goddess Lakshmi on that day. If you have been trained, or you know how, you can light a lamp, you can light a candle and offer the light to Goddess Lakshmi, and maybe put a little sweet on the altar or on a clean shelf. You can also put a statue and add a flower, offer a flower, chant Shreem Brzee, offer some light, an incense stick, so burn that, and you will feel different after. You'll feel amazing. And it all happens from your thoughts, right? So whatever you're thinking, how you're feeling that day, that's how you'll be able to create with that energy, rather than from an energy, I'm so tired and I'm so, I don't know what to do, I'm unclear, the next step. So praying is really a win-win, right? So you're bringing more positivity, better frequencies to your life and also into the world. So it's good for everybody. Next, please. Okay, so Shreem Brzee Fridays. So Friday is a very powerful day for Venus, and because Venus rules Fridays. So when you pray to the goddesses on Friday, the goddesses will bless you. And you yourself will be different. The frequencies of Venus will be present in your life. And when you connect with that, then wealth is possible. And Goddess Lakshmi is very active. She controls Venus. And you can pray to her if you feel your Venus is not very strong and is not bringing you what you want. Always pray to the goddess with Shreem Brzee, recite it 1,008 times, write it 1,008 times. But if you cannot, don't feel guilty, just do that 108. But it's a power time, so do your best to do some additional connection with the goddess. So try to get a deeper connection with her and also with the planet Venus. The planets are not out there, they are inside ourselves also. And we are expressing them and we want to honor them at the same time. So we want to connect with them in an auspicious way. If it doesn't make sense, just know that there's so much information in the cosmos, in the universe, and it comes to you through the planets. And the planets are also conveying messages to you about your past. So if in the past you believed in poverty and it was hard for you to think thoughts of abundance, by praying to Venus and the goddess Lakshmi, those thoughts will disappear and you will start thinking in a beautiful, auspicious way that you are able to conceive everything you want, or at least some of the things you want. And what else do we need? Well, Goddess Lakshmi is the overlord of Venus. I said that. Okay. If you have a yantra, so now I recommend carrying your yantra with you all the time, but especially on Fridays, bring it with you wherever you go. Then at home, you can pour some water. And then after the water, you can pour some milk. You can even pour some orange juice and then again water to rinse it completely, and then dry it gently, and then offer, treat it like a being, because it's a representation of the goddess. It sends out vibrations of Shreem Brzee and also vibrations of Goddess Lakshmi. So it's a very auspicious machine. Dr. Pillai calls it a machine that brings you thoughts of wealth and blessings. So don't underestimate the little yantra you have, because it's very powerful. Next, please. So vision is a big deal, right? So try to look at images that are positive and life-enhancing. Beauty, so looking at beauty, smelling beauty, even Ayurveda, which is a branch of yoga, says that smelling beautiful flowers and something good, maybe good food, pure food, etc., brings you health and joy. So similarly, when you look at visions of images of beauty, that will create more beauty into your life. It will literally manifest it. And so visualizing is also a very powerful tip, because visualizing means that you have already created something in your mind, And that's what Dr. Pillai says. There's no difference between your thought and the thing that you want. So think and think. Always visualize and think about auspicious things like a beautiful home, beautiful car, and a beautiful job where you can express your gifts and doing something great for everyone, and you feel positive about it, and it's not just a burden for you, something you must do to survive. So all those thoughts of survival will disappear, and visions that you're a divine being expressing himself, herself, or any other pronoun can help really recreate your life in a better way. So keep visualizing, and castles in the sand are just as powerful as castles in the bricks, made of bricks. So always visualize the things you want, don't hold back. And for those who cannot visualize, I recommend, I don't believe so much in vision boards, but I do believe in having images and things around that remind you of what you want. Maybe you can cut out an image from download from online. I know magazines have become rare now in our home, but I used to cut out magazine pictures, and that's how I manifested the dog I wanted and the car I wanted, etc. So that was a long time ago, but it still worked for me. Definitely visualizing is a power tool, and so don't miss that this month, especially on Fridays in the Powertimes I mentioned before. Right. Anything else? One more? Do we have one more slide? Not sure. Yes, so we have some power events, free events. Friday, there's Shreem Brzee group chanting. I believe you should never miss that, because it's a very powerful time to connect with the consciousness of so many people who coming together can create something big, amazing. So we have that power during meditation, right? There was this experiment by Maharishi Mahesh Yogi that when people prayed together and meditated together, they will be able to bring more peace and positive events, even in the area where they live, not just in their own lives. All right, next, please. Okay, full moon, excuse me, full moon immersion is a big, powerful way to connect with the full moon energy for abundance, for fullness, for beauty, for wealth and luxury. And there's something I do, at the very least, I go to the 4-hour guided meditation. It's reasonably priced, and you should probably check it out on Shreem Brzee and Pillai Center Academy. And you will find posts everywhere on social media, for sure, on Facebook and Instagram. So also on this video, at the bottom of this below, so you'll find the links for signing up. I strongly recommend this day, this full moon immersion and rituals. There is a puja, beautiful puja done by a Pillai Center teacher. She offers 108 flower petals, sometimes 1,008 flower petals and rose petals to Goddess Lakshmi. There are other offerings too. And then also there's an interactive, so the puja with the flowers is done by Sucharita, many of you know her. And there is an interactive full moon fire ritual, which is very powerful, with Swamini Bali, who is the Pillai Center priestess. And then an amazing 4-hour guided meditation immersion. I recommend that. It will change your consciousness, even if you're tired, because it's kind of late at night on the East Coast where I am. I try to join because it changes your entire week after, and also probably forever, because you've never heard so many mantras and different versions of meditations by Dr. Pillai. And these meditations were very advanced, and they came from top programs like Shreem Brzee Immersion, Wealth Immersion. I don't remember those the name of those special programs, but I do know some of these meditations even came from mystery schools, so the more advanced programs. You should definitely join. I recommend it strongly because you love it. And really reading it doesn't give you even a small idea of how fantastic this is. Also, I love this quote: fire is the best way to reach to the gods and offer your prayers. So if you can join, at the very least for the full moon fire ritual, you love it. Okay, I think we're done with this, and now I can go. Now, so you can ask me some questions now. Shendra, can you please read them out loud because I don't see the chat. So maybe I'll go live on this. I'm not able to start my video. So I cannot start my video for some reason, but if there are any questions, please let me know. Try now. Okay. No, still disabled. Okay, maybe now yes, thank you. All right, so no questions. Does anyone have questions about the full moon rituals? Or maybe you want to practice that at home? Happy to answer that. Or Venus in Taurus. Right now, Venus is very powerful. I believe it's even Venus aura here in New York. No, still the sun for a few more minutes. All right, so if there are no questions, we'll wrap up this call. Thank you so much for joining. And may Goddess Lakshmi give you everything you want and bring more happiness to your life. Thank you. See you soon.